you walk by without stopping. Shepard, you do have the password, right? Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Got problems with collectors? Try Kasumi's credit services. Just enter. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Koto. I'm a fan.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
Good to have you along, Kasumi. You ready to go?
I travel light. I've already slipped my things aboard your ship. I'm really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how you look in formal wear.
What does formal wear have to do with anything?
I guess you could go with what you have on, but you'd kind of stick out at a fancy party. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why?
Unfortunately...
Yes?
How'd you end up working on the Citadel?
I started with... I joined CSEC so I could stay in one place, put down roots.
I need to talk to the Council. How can I get to the Presidium from here?
Head through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you board the shuttle with that.
But this is a ceremonial item of my people.
Sir, it's a 15-centimeter serrated blade.
You humans are all racist.
Shepard! Welcome back to the ranks of the living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
It's been a long time, Captain.
It's Admiral now. They made me Udina's chief advisor and promoted me. I'm glad you came, though I was hoping the Council would be here for this meeting too. I spoke to Udina. He never listens to me. Ever since he got the seat on the council, he thinks the stars shine out of his ass.
They need someone like you on the council to get things done.
I'm not sure I have the stomach to wade through all the political bullshit around here, Shepard. Couldn't do much worse than Udina, though. All he seems to care about is public relations with the rest of the council. He doesn't want to deal with the real issues.
I'm still not clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk since you came back. Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the council to see things from your point of view. But they refused to see you. You let the previous council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
Cerberus seems to be the only group who cares about our missing colonists.
I feel for those colonists, Shepard. But they went out to the Terminus systems to get away from the Alliance. We can't protect them, but you can. Or at least you're trying to, and I get the sense there's more going on here.
The Reapers are moving again, but not through the Geth. It's the Collectors. They're behind the colony abductions.
The Collectors? We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get the Council off its tail. Udina and the others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist. I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
You know the threat the Reapers represent? There must be something you can do.
It's up to you to stop the Reapers, Shepard. All I can do is try to run interference. I'll keep the Council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard, what are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
Somehow, I doubt that's the extent of it. I'll have to make sure to speak with the rest of the Council and let them know I had nothing to do with you coming here.
You know they refused to meet with the Commander?
And you know they have good reason. There could be serious political ramifications. Anderson, I expect to see you in my office when you're done here.
What an ass.
I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. Once Udina cools off, he'll realize he has to keep me around. Besides, there aren't any official records that you and I spoke, and Udina will want to make sure it stays that way. If I get fired, people will ask questions. So he'll keep me on and just sweep this whole mess under the rug.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
So the Collectors did take New Canton.
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
That's great news. People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's not... to look out a window for a change.
Commander, there's a message waiting at your private terminal. I believe it's from Admiral Anderson.
You clean up well, Mr. Solomon Gunn. Hawk won't know what hit him.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Solomon Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
If it makes you feel more secure, she can wait outside.
Good to see we're not going to have a problem. Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
How did you ever contain that situation in the hallway?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those gravel dog...
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it. It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
Hawk gave me permission to go in.
Hawk knows procedure. You're not getting in till I hear it from my commander. Enjoy the party.
Private rooms. We need to get in there. That's the best place to find Hawk's DNA. There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking at best.
That door goes to a security room. I'll take care of the lock. There we go. Ready when you are.
You can't be back here.
Take him down.
Here they come. Nice.
On my screen.
I have an idea. See what you can find. Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner. Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. Don't touch that. Without Hawk's DNA, you'll set off every alarm in the building.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. Hey, no touching.
Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
Never mind then.
Enjoy the party.
There's got to be a way to get in there. Let's look around.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests.
I have clearance to
On
go in.
whose authority?
Hawk gave me permission.
Hawk knows procedure. You're not. Enjoy the party.
There's got to be a way to get in there. Let's look around.
He's the gun.
Did you hear? Santiago took over that refinery on Zoria.
He's such a shrewd businessman. The Blue Suns are lucky to have him.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier. That got it. The barrier's down.
Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Hey, no touching.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without
I
security.
have clearance to go
On
in.
whose authority?
Just let me through.
Turn around now, or I call for backup. Enjoy the party.
There's got to be a way to get in there. Let's look around.
He's the gun.
Last time I was here was a few years ago. Hawk has done really well for himself since then.
Hawk throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's invited, though.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. I have an idea to get us past that private room guard. Tell him Chief Rowe sent you.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in. Enjoy the party.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
It's clean.
It's a plant. Found a sample?
No, a credit chit.
Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source.
Good morning. Time to wake up.
Sorry. No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough. The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed. So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far.